Well, it's life-changing, guys, okay? What I showed today is life-changing. It should be. It's historical. I'm telling you, I'm not here to be a big researcher. I'm just an amateur. I study in ufology. I'm a researcher. I consider myself a self-taught ufologist like any of you have been doing and we can do.
I can't believe this is top secret that no one's picking up on this. Good job, artificial intelligence bullshit. Craters, fake mountains built to hide cities. I'm only going to show you guys this once. This is the third time. Okay, bear with me. You're going to have to bear with me. This is the see-through crater where the path is longing, okay? The cities there that I showed you, this is very dangerous for me showing you this. I saw through this crater. It's a veil. It's a mountain-like cratered object, or it's not cratered, but they made it look to be like a crater. It's actually elevated off the surface. And as you see here, it's the scary part. You're starting already by bringing up the exposure, seeing that there's nothing here. This is not an actual square. You could see the other base-like object, supposed crater, through this, and you see the light there. Bring it up quite a bit, and that is the crater at the back. So which one is this one? It's here. That wall and all that square that's standing upwards that we can see through is where I saw the city in the Southern Highlands, a fluke accident. That square there is actually this right here. That's the double craters right here. And that's where all the city is. And by adjusting the exposure here, you could really see that, how they're hiding that crater on the ground, and how I went to adjust it to be able to see that crater, the manipulation. So like us here on Earth, for whatever the reason we're spraying the sky, it's still hiding the surface from beings on other planets, right? So those planes leaving smoke on over the surface will hide anything on the surface. We have the same problem by looking up at the moon. I'm serious. They're spraying something on the moon. I'm not saying that's the reason why we're not seeing the surface, but if everyone says there's dust up there, hello? Imagine me sitting down listening to professional scientists and ufologists online and none of them talking about this. It scared me. I said they're definitely cover up. Someone is hiding it. Lights on the surface too that are causing lots of smokes and hazes. So there it is, this city, double cratered city, found by Bruce Swartz in 2018. That's what we're seeing through. Scary, eh? I've showed it. You see the triangular shape at the back. I'll show you another different angle of this exact same area, and never ever has any one of you ever said, Bruce, that's that city area, because people don't recognize it until it's filtered. In the arrow on the bottom, the big image is pointing to what I'm showing on the top frame, that triangular object. It's seen white in the center, the big screen, and it's seen black as I inverted it on top. By inverting them, I'm finding the cities. There's no mystery.
It was so
We're in the
hard
Southern
for me to show
Highlands.
you the city.
You're looking at it right now, and we can't see it well. I had to fix the images, right? Had to really try to get in there, and by the simple adjustment of the exposure. But that's the double crater. That's where the city is. And quite simply, when you invert it to the negative, that's when you see it. And if not, you absolutely don't see it. And this is what they didn't want me to tell everyone. Our eyes right now are not seeing the city that's right in front of us. And that city is this right here. So Bruce, show me the image where you can see the corner of that crater in your work, like you say that you're always showing it and that we don't see the cities. Okay, let's go there right now. Here's the image. So you see the crater? It's there. Let's change the angle a little bit. Now do you see it? Ah, there we are. Bottom left of the image. The fake crater is right there. And the whole city beside it. And that crater corner, right there where it's pointing, the arrow, is hiding the city to the right behind it. How incredible is that? It's the pure, honest truth. It's the secret. And that's why I'm not getting out to other people. But I did find the secret. It's bigger than any secret. Let me play around with your eyes. I'm going to turn this around. There you go. You can see that that's the corner of the city right there on the top left. You can see the arrows pointing to the city. And that's literally what I showed you. It's the double crater. You can compare the angles in the Southern Highlands. It's invisible. It's invisible to your eyes. It's an optical illusion, though. And the surface of the moon is made deliberately for your eyes not to be able to adjust well to seeing them. But it's not impossible to see.
So what I did is we're looking at the bottom side of the moon, and we're looking at a double crater on the bottom where is inside of the lens. There's only a magnification inside of the lens because I don't know if you notice, I was pointing at an egg-shaped object and more lines on the surface. Those are containers, guys. I'm pretty sure holding units, whatever. We can see inside the crater. So where is that? It's in the Southern Highlands right here. Now, get your eyes used to this image. Right off the bat, there's one area in particularly that is showing up more green than the whole entire rest of the surface. Yeah, that's where the base is or industry is. Now, the image that I just showed you right before is here. See this crater? I did it the last stream too. You guys got to check out the last stream. I showed close up and further away. So this is the bottom side of the moon with the terminator line there. Yes, the terminator line had to be there for me to be able to get this. It's there, guys. This is what I called, first off the bat, the glass or see-through city. Oops, that scared me actually. Right here, all these objects and this, it's a greenish, grayish color that is like see-through chalky color, and that you could see other craters through some of these objects, which is fascinating me. So you're looking at the moon and you're looking at the bottom side of the moon.
Here's the raw image on the first zoom up before I've ever showed anybody. And you could see the city objects right in the center. I can see them, even though they're hard to see. I'm showing you deliberately how hard they are to see. And the triangular shape on top, the whole area of the double craters right there. You can see the shapes and everything. So there it is, exposure taken down, dead center, top and middle. Double crater. I'm playing around there with my arrow, small arrow in the center. And that's the standing up crater, which is this, close up. Hold on. Is actually this right here. That's the double craters right here. And that's where all the city is. And by adjusting the exposure here, you could really see that, how they're hiding that crater on the ground. And how I went.
Sorry, guys, for jumping around here. I don't want to make you dizzy. See, this again is the city. Okay, we're going to travel through the years. I wasn't talking about the city here, though, because it was blurry. Why is it blurry? Because glass is reflective. Where does God live? The glass castle. The glass palace. The castle. The castle. The palace. God. The creator. Our creators live on the moon. Possibly. Please don't strike me dead. This here, the triangle that I've shown everyone. Well, look at here. It's the double crater. Always around these objects. There. You can see it. Oh, look at that. Do you see the triangle here now? Guaranteed you didn't see it until your eyes focused in on it. Those are veils, and they're all over the moon. What's holding it up? this stringed object here that's massive on a pole. This could be a freaking tarp, literally a tarp pulled across the surface. It's that stupid to hide the surface. That's the glass city. And everywhere you look on the moon, when you filter it by bringing the exposure down, you will see these objects popping up all over the bloody place. And those are glass cities. It's crazy. It's ridiculous that you can see all the lines. I talked about that one. The tower at the end of the moon was really interesting. Listen up too. This footage is being shown on other platforms, and my name is not mentioned on it. It was not mentioned on it. Talking about a change in Mare Serenitatis. I was the first to document this change. This is a crater. Twitter, listen up. There's a whole crater wall missing here in 218 that was built in 2022, by 2022. It's the continuation of the crater, square crater that they're making right here. Craters on the moon with structures inside of them. And the worst of it is that...
Now here's a secret. Look inside the image, the egg shape. Oops. Oh, wait a minute. The egg shape is in that image. Well, let's go back to this image. Oh, that is the same image. Oh shit, I am showing the city. Do you see? Different times that I get the cities. Somebody says, why do you just show the city you got 10 years ago? I've showed it every time I've gone up. So all you trolls and haters and researchers out there, the real researchers actually trying to hide this, pretty sickening. I'm going to show it to you again to hurt you, to make you feel that thorn in your side. There's the egg shaped in the middle of the crater with the city objects. And let's go back to the other image to see it closer. Oh, that's pretty convincing, isn't it? Disclosure has been given. Looking at what's there. I'm guided. For some reason, I'm getting a chance of being able to explain this entirely. But I was told no one will find interest in what you're doing. I'm not going. Now, when you're on the moon with a telescope, to be able to see the stuff that's on the outside, you got to go off of the moon. But just keep a little bit of the moon on the bottom and look what happens. But now look at that star up to the right. I got most of the space channels post this as being a UFO near the moon all the time. Every one of you that have something appearing beside the moon, you say it's a UFO appearing beside the moon. Sirius star or Jupiter star when they're beside the moon. But now here's the thing that I want to share with you. When that star is seen beside the moon, when I film with the telescope, it brightens up the dark side of the moon. Why? Because that star could be closer to the moon than they say. The lines. But I took so much time to explain this frickin' image, to explain that it was going up here, that it was veering over here, 90-degree angles down here, a cut in the pipe here. So you can see that there is a manipulation on the surface. And I'm trying to show that quite simply, this way, or looking at it further out. There's only so many ways you can look at it. Right. Now we're going to clarify the structure right here. See that? We're going to clarify that structure. And all that you're going to see is happening is that I'm going to create a negative image. So everything that's white is going to become darker, and everything that's darker will be the whiteness, right? But all the objects are right there in front of you. And the reason why you don't see it is an optical illusion. Your eyes are not registering all the shapes here. You're seeing a piece of shit white ball, and it's not. Now watch. Nobody, this doesn't impress anybody. So I'm starting to believe that I may be mentally retarded, and that maybe this is not as exciting as I think it is. But I beg to differ. So watch your eyes. That circle there, the white patch, is going to become the structure. Never mind the other arrow on the bottom, looking at all the bases, which is like frickin' scary. What did I do?
I know you're going to back up because you think I changed the image, but I didn't change the image. Now the other spots are clarified, and you can see the tunnels and 90-degree angles and built structures. The lines that are going over top of them could be the holographic image. This is blown out of the park. This is so precise what I'm telling you is happening on the moon that it's gonna pass off as something just ridiculous. I know that this is a bridge going over top of a dugout area. You're not going to tell me ejecta floats. Now, why would somebody do that? Why would they build these big platform-like areas? Why all the same? So that people can land there? So I just clarified a structure for you. And you can see that they're going into cylindrical objects. There's a light source there and stuff. Let's back up and see it again. There's the white. Now, notice when this gets clarified, this object's going to disappear. You won't see the tunnel anymore, but you're going to see this one very well. Watch. Look. You understand? Now the base is there. Now this is missing. You can't see the whole surface at the same time. But you know what? The reason why this is hidden and there's light there, because there's smoke on the surface. Look. It is there. See? That object is elevated, but you do not see it. There's an optical illusion. Your eyes with the filtering is seeing everything flat. When you create a negative image, certain areas of the moon that are manipulated show us the structures. So by inverting the image, I'm sort of taking away the veil.
After seeing this video and everything that I leaked out, showed you, and that you all know that large telescopes have all this information now, ask yourself why the truth is not coming out. I found out myself that I am the holder of the secret. So don't ask yourself why this video won't climb very quickly in views. The more revealing I am, the less subscribers I have, like the 15 that we lost yesterday. That means I'm over the target. And that's a good thing. So if you're here on the channel, there's no big trophy. I won't be in the news, but you'll get a chance to see what's really up there. A lot of names missing on this video, but Paul Sabo and Pat Crossar, thanks for gifting out the memberships to help this channel grow.
Aliens on the moon. When are they going to tell the world? Come on, Pentagon. Aliens on the moon. Aliens on the moon. And they're mining. Really up there. They're mining on the moon. Aliens on the moon. Thank you very much for the support to this channel. Everyone, thanks for the generous contributions and thanks for watching the videos.
Aliens up there on the moon. They may be even coming right here soon. Aliens are mining on the moon. Yes, they are up there. Doesn't matter cause disclosure's coming soon. Disclosure's coming soon.